Back to FS25 here on Riverbend Springs. So just doing some fertilizing of our fields before we skip ahead to the next month. Just to make sure that they're ready to go in March for the regular growing season. So I got all the cows moved over. And yeah, they're ready to... I think they're just about at the age where they start making milk and ready to make some money for us. Check. Hold on. They're already fertilized. I'm not really sure what's going on with the fertilizer, to be honest. I thought you had to fertilize every time, but I guess not. So I'm gonna stop wasting a fertilizer and put this over here. And we're just gonna skip ahead. Let's check and see. There was an icon over here. Keep wanting that to be something, but I don't know if it is or not. Let's do 7:30. Nice and dark in the morning. So MacDon, no, not the MacDon. Plains and Prairies pack just came out recently. I was looking through this a little bit. There's some interesting looking tractors. This one's kind of interesting. It's like extra long. Looks like a train. It's got some really gigantic equipment that holds out to be pretty wide, 25 meters. That's crazy. And yeah, some other stuff. But what's on sale? Nothing I really need. I mean, I need one of these, but I think I can really buy. You know, windrower, I guess. Not really useful. Okay. While staring at me. Is it raining? Sounds like it's raining. I have no bales stored. I think, let's check our grass. Okay, so it's the first stage of ready to harvest, so we need to go one more stage. Let me just double check. Yep, all fertilized. And cows. They have plenty of food. Oh, that's the pasture. There we go. Yeah, so they have 53,000, which is quite a bit. They're at puberty, so their reproduction is going to start going up now. Productivity is not all the way, but why is that? They have silage. Should be 80%. Let's go there. I guess. It makes it faster to transport that way. I wanted to see where the milk comes out. I hope you get milk out of here. Oh man, that would be really, really unfortunate if you don't. And it looks like you don't. Oh man. Okay, so there's no trigger for milk. Which means that when they're in here, they don't produce milk. Think about this. So want to look at animals, cows. Yeah, I made this one. Doesn't say. Oh, you know what? It does say milk production is not possible. How did I not see that? Well, well, that's there. So that's the breeding barn now. Wonder if I get rid of this one, make a real one. The only problem is I don't have the money to do that. I mean, that only gives me 7. Let's see. So these are all pretty expensive. Yeah, milk not possible in that one, or that one, or that one. So the cheapest I would go is 254. And just looking at it space-wise, I mean, that definitely would fit here. So I think, since I made the mistake of doing this, I'm curious if, I mean, I could stop giving them silage for sure, because there's nothing they need to produce. So I mean, there's silage in there already. They can eat that. That's fine. My thought is to switch temporarily until we have enough money to buy the barn that gets the milk, because we do want milk eventually to make cakes. Just to do meat cows, which technically the game doesn't say that they're meat cows, because I think there's, you know, reasons for that. They'd have to rate the game higher. It won't be, I don't even know what it is, if it's EG or 13 or E or I don't remember what it's rated. But I think because we already have the structures here and we have all the grass fields, we might as well just do something out of it. So let's raise some cows. So selling them off at like 36 months is, I think, the best price. What I would do, since I don't need milking cows, even though I already have the Holsteins over there, let's just get Angus. Let's buy them. Don't have a lot of money. So how many can I buy? I'm just gonna buy 5 for now and let those start to grow up. And you know, we're increase it as we go. And hopefully you get to the point where I have full pastures and I'm selling the extra livestock, because I have that mod I probably described before, where if the place with the animals is full and they reproduce, it sells off the extras, so you get a little extra cash that way. All right. So with that mistake, let's just go to the next month and start doing some fields. Let's do 7:30 again. Yeah, I could have been a little more careful when I put that cow bed down. Man, that rain's loud. Hopefully it didn't destroy our crops again. Get the flashlight away. All right. So at least with doing that, I mean, we have a few cows that are starting to grow up a little bit. Check to see, make sure they're good on food. Yeah, they have a little grass. They're not going to eat it very fast because there's only 5 of them. These 5, they should reproduce. No, wait, they're at 20%. Yep, they're going up slowly. productivity did go up, by the way, too. Not that that means anything for now, so. All right. Grass should be ready to go. Looks like it is. So, not the end of the world. I mean, we're still going to be making just as much money on silage, selling the silage. Saves a little money when it comes to feed, because I can feed them all grass instead of grass or silage. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, though. Not something I expected to happen. I was excited to start making some money from the milk, but that's fine. Let's get this grass cut. I can probably put a few bales in the small pen. Make sure they have enough food. The food should take a while for the bigger pen. I forget how many months it takes. Well, I guess if it does 10% a month for them to reproduce, then each cow will reproduce at 28 months. And then again at 38. So I'll probably sell them off after at month 39. I think their price starts to go down after 36, but getting the extra cow, I think, is better than, selling them off at the highest price, because I think the difference is like a few $100 as opposed to just having another animal. So it's much more worth it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut. I know you've seen me cut grass plenty of times at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut and get moving along and bring you back when we're further along. So see you in a sec. All right, just finishing up the last bales here. Well, there's like 8 left, 10 left. Quite a few bales this time. So, as you can see in the upper right, I do have a contract going. And I actually did a few contracts while I was doing this. I know I said I was going to stay away from them, but I think my justification is with the mistake I made with the cows. I needed to make a little extra money, so while I was cutting the field and doing stuff on the field, I had some workers finish some contracts for me. So just a little extra money boost while we're working here. I don't plan on doing that a lot, but every now and again when we need just a little extra cash. I feel like the later and later we get in the series, though, the less our need to do that, because we'll have, hopefully, income streams from multiple different places, so. I did miss a few spots on the baling, but we'll get it in the next cut. It'll be fine. Might wait a few months once we get a little more money, but I do want to buy some more cows, more of the Angus cows. I know it doesn't really make a difference. I think they're all, or at least FS22, they were all the same price. How do you check to see if you can sell them? But to me, it just makes sense. If I'm not going to get milk from them, I might as well do the ones that are specifically bred to be non-dairy cows. Almost running out of bale wrap again. I'm going to have to go refill that, but should be enough to finish these last few. Just 4 more. And actually, or just do this last one, or save those 2, because I want to give those to the cows. might as well save myself a little bit of bale wrap, even though it's pretty cheap. All right. Get this put away. Let's go find, where'd I put my trailer? Where is it at? Is it over there? No. Where's my trailer? Oh, interesting. This is one of the new ones. I mean, I don't have the money for it, but that would be nice. Get a second tractor. The Vulture would be nice too. All right, vehicles. You on that? Oh, okay. It's up by the store. Forget why it's up there, but let's go get it. I think I was selling things and then I dropped it there to pick up the animal transport trailer and forgot to go get it. That would be why. So let's actually send the guy up there. No, it's not very far. But while he's doing that, I wanted to turn these in. To get to use one of the new tractors. I kind of like it, actually. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's see. Over. Yeah, so just a little extra cash. I mean, when I started doing the grass field, I was less than zero. I had negative $333. So the first contract I did was a quick bale wrapping just to get above zero, and then I did a few, $11,000 worth essentially contracts that were mostly weeding and mowing and stuff like that. So let's check. Don't remember. Losing my train of thought a lot today. So let's just go get the trailer. And we'll go get those two grass bales first. And give it to the cows in the smaller pen. Just so they have enough. Oh, I remember. I remember what I want to look at. We need to look at these tractors. So I think this is the one it was. Not bad. 195. Can go up to 272, which is pretty good. It's nice and small, pretty compact. This gets a little bigger, but it's not too big. Goes up to 400 horsepower, so that's pretty good. These, I don't like to drive the two-part ones because they just turn really weird. I don't like it. So definitely wouldn't like this one. It's like driving a train. Yeah, and then these would be pretty cool eventually too. Some really big cedars and planters. Actually, I don't know what this is. Oh, just storage capacity for the planter. Jeez. The fertilizer spreader. Oh, it's a sprayer. Interesting. Yeah, so I might look into those tractors. Oh, I forgot to look at the price. Hold on, let's see. Oh, yeah, they're pretty expensive. As per usual. Any tractor's going to be pretty expensive. But I think after one more field, another tractor is on the list to get. Probably, I don't know if I get something stronger or not. I guess it depends on how quickly I'm making money. Just because it would be nice to, you know, set a worker working on cutting the grass per se, and then I run around and start the next thing, or I can go do something else at the same time, like moving bales and stuff. It'll just make it a little more efficient. All right, so turn on the operating position. Let's make sure they have water. They do have water. There we go. So they should be good on food for a while. Let's get these bales. I forget exactly how many I made. I think it was at least 20. I think it was a little bit over that, not too much. Maybe like 22, 23, something like that. So not a bad haul for one cut. Okay, maybe it was more than that. I'm already at 18, plus the 2 we just lost. Maybe it was almost like 30. Okay, so this is 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus the 2. 9. Yeah, 33 bales. That's pretty good. Oops. Eventually, we will use that little stand at the edge of the farm to sell some crops and things. But I feel like that's a pretty far ways away. It's a lot of things that need to happen. So I think maybe sequence of events in terms of what to buy would be a new field, a new tractor, potentially another new field, like one of the ones on the other side, and then maybe we start saving up for the stuff for like wheat, so we can get some straw and stuff for the cows, as well as, you know, starting to get things for the eventual chickens that we're going to have, and start getting flour and all that. So I'll probably end up getting chickens and feeding them the week before I buy the mill to make flour. But, you know, we'll see when we get to that point. It's probably going to be quite a few episodes before we get there. So, yep, that looks good. So get this set up on here. Let's go skip ahead. The loan interest is really killing us, though. I go to pay that. I was gonna pay a little bit. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the money. I mean, we were buying other things at this point, so our money has not increased a lot in the last few years, because we keep just buying stuff right away. There's the loudest woodpecker known to man. Nothing on the use sale. I do want to check the fields. Yep, they need fertilizer. So let's go do that. We're in the negative at the moment, but I'm just going to leave it just because if I pay it back, then I won't be, or keep the loan smaller at this point. I can just wait to borrow back the extra 10,000 that I paid off. And by not, borrowing it back, save a little bit, just a little bit of money. While I'm driving, let's see if I can check. So finances, loan payment, loan interest. Yeah, so $33 is all I'm saving a month. So not much. Looks like there was some damage, some minor hail damage to some parts of the field. So once this episode's over, just so it's not too much of the same, I might move forward and do the next cut off screen, as well as the last one. So let's see, it's May, and this is stage 1. Where's it? Right? It's growing, yes. So in June, it'll be harvest, but we're going to harvest in July. So then we have August, September, October. So I will probably wait to bring you back until October. And then, we can finish off the year, see how much money we're getting. I missed a little spot over there. I'll go pick that up. But yeah, it'll just be doing grass, feeding the cows. Nothing too exciting. I will bring you back if there is something really exciting that happens, but honestly, hopefully not. I mean, maybe there's something on the use sale that comes up, but I really want to get that next field, so try to spend money as little as possible from here on. I might do a few contracts here and there if it makes sense, like maybe while I'm cutting the grass, just to increase our income a little bit. But yeah, that sounds like the plan. So actually, yeah, I'm just gonna put a cut in here, finish doing up this field, and like I said, I'll bring you back in October when I'm finishing up the last cut for the year and potentially selling some bales. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Have a good one.